All right, everybody. Welcome back to the Upgrade Commentary. This is your boy, The Upgrade. So we're doing another video with Pink Book Lessons. Please go follow her page. She has amazing content. She's a woman who gives you perspectives of men and women from a woman's point of view, just like I give perspectives of men and women from a male's point of view. All right. So, and she goes through content such as this. So this one here happened to be put on WordStar. So, I got her more views. Please, again, go check her out. With me, go to Be The Upgrade, like, share, comment. I will reply to all feedback. All right, so let's get into it.
For my father-in-law. My father-in-law, not my husband. My father-in-law. I get this.
Oh, I was about to read it.
Mind you, I did not build this house. My husband and my father-in-law built it, mainly my husband. I am very grateful for that.
Ma'am. Stop it. You are not grateful. A grateful woman would not express gratitude for her husband and father-in-law building a house that she's going to benefit from by going online and making them look bad, doing all this complaining. That's not how you do that. You are very ungrateful and you're out of order. Really quick here, this woman right here, she works outside of the house. Not sure if it's part-time or full-time. Very insignificant because her husband, he's the one who's taking care of her. Her husband, he's building a house for them along with his father. His father is helping out. She tried to minimize his father's role by saying, oh, mostly my husband is the one who built this house. And basically she was only pointing that out because she believed that her father-in-law had no authority to send her this text message. We're going to get into all of that, but first take a second to make sure that you're subscribed to this channel. Click the notification bell for all updates, and if you're new, include new subscriber in your comment below, and I'm going to try my best to respond to all of you. A few of you sent this in, and shout out to Think Before You Sleep for capturing this. But let's go ahead and take a look at that text message that she's so upset about. Her father-in-law said, when you get home tonight, I need for you to clean off all of the kitchen counters, put the tools in the utility room, put the trash on the front porch, and sweep and vacuum all of the hard surface floors. That would help Jake and I for tomorrow. Thank you very much in advance. You're the best.
So mind you, he sent her a text. He wasn't rude. He didn't demand it. He asked. It was very, he was being polite with it. Hey, listen, when you get home tonight, we just need you to clean this stuff off because we're gonna have to finish some work for tomorrow. Bitch, you ain't building no house. These guys are doing it for you, and you come home and you complain. You ungrateful ass. But let's keep on going.
He's like, he's not even my husband. My husband is the one who's building this house. He's not really helping that much. Why is he telling me what to do? She wanted to be a brat, so...
Boo-boo, who do you think taught your husband? Who do you think taught your husband? Let's go there. But let's just digress with that one.
She got online and basically blasted her father-in-law and her husband. She did not want to be a team player. She did not want to wipe off the counters. She did not want to put up the tools, and she did not want to put the trash on the front porch. That's what he was asking for her to do, to tidy up that area. It probably would have taken her 1 hour. I bet she spent more time complaining, talking on TikTok, messaging people and telling everybody about their business, outing her whole family. She spent more time doing that than just cleaning up the space. And of course, all those people on TikTok, they agreed with her. People saying, don't be a slave. You're not the maid. Why would you be doing this?
How are you a slave? How are you a maid for cleaning up your house? You ain't do shit in there. You ain't do shit in there, at least from what's been said. So now they ask you, and your father-in-law asks you and says, hey, can you do me a favor? Can you please go clean this so that your husband and I later on could, or tomorrow can finish his job faster so that you can actually have your home. You know what I'm saying? That was pretty much what it entailed without pretty much going in that deep. And then she goes and has a whole rant. And for what? Emotional for what? Not only is she entitled, she's emotionally entitled. She's an EE. She's an EE. She's emotionally entitled. And these emotionally entitled women, they'll sit there and do things like this where they're outs their husbands, where I honestly think that maybe she didn't even want to be in a relationship anymore, because that's a way to sabotage your relationship, is by going on social media and by ousting your family. And for what? ¿Por qué?
You have to understand, her husband and his father, they are building the house alone. They don't have a crew. They don't have extra hands on deck, so they're...
So that whole house right there, the walls, that door, the flow, the lights, that's all father and son doing the job, and you ain't doing nothing, and you just can't pick up and move this stuff for one day? Is that asking for a lot? I don't know.
just asking for her to help by cleaning.
But then you have a lot of women who claiming they want equality. Oh, we can do this. I can do it. I could do what you could do. I could do what men can do. So, bitch, you go fix your own goddamn house. Go build your own goddamn house. Do that.
The space. It's not like they wanted her to install new flooring.
But this is what I come home to after working an entire shift on my feet all day that I now have to clean, even though I did not make this mess.
Now listen, Karen, I don't care what you did all day. It's called sacrificing for your family. Your husband is building a house for the both of you and your future kids. Talking about look what she came home to. You came home to a house. Do you understand that there are women who would take your position? They would trade spaces with you in a heartbeat. Why are you so ungrateful, American woman? And that's the reason why a lot of white men, they're getting tired of women like this too. She's talking about she don't want to clean up a...
So a lot of white men are getting tired of these women too. They're entitled. A lot of y'all be entitled in the country that has given you entitlement. You know what I'm saying? Like, you get to say stuff like this, like, you're not building the house. You're not building the house. You didn't build your house. There's nothing that you did in the house. And obviously you can tell because of how you're talking that you didn't do nothing in that house. And that everything is to your husband. So your husband's been literally putting up the walls by himself. Putting up the lights by himself. Moving all of the tools and moving all of the equipment and the materials by himself. Okay, stupid.
Mess that she didn't make. Oh yeah, you want to take it there? You don't want to clean up a mess that you didn't make, but you're perfectly fine with living in a house that you didn't build?
That's what she said.
And yeah, it's petty, but she's the one that's really being petty. She took their private text message and shared it online. Do you know almost 7 million people saw this? And you had people slamming her husband and her father-in-law. She's a liability that got the world in their business.
Okay.
Look at it. I now have to pick up everything off the floor, all of it. I have to clean this entire island, put all of their tools away, clean the entire, all this, everything off the floor. I have to get all of this. This is sawdust because they decided to cut things inside my house. And I have to get this all done tonight before my husband gets home so I can spend time with him.
Poor little you, it was just so much work. You notice how she quickly took ownership talking about my house.
My house.
As if it's her house and not their house.
Oh, what?
But anybody knows when you're building a house or you're renovating a house, you're gonna get sawdust in the house. It's a part of the process. So yeah, she did it online. This video got like 7 million views. You have people on there trying to give her advice, which is so funny. But this is her fault. She's the one that got all these people in her business. Oh yeah, and then she came back to thank people for their advice and taking her side against her father-in-law. Take a look.
So last night I did not clean the house. You guys really opened my eyes and made me see that like this was not my problem. It's not my thing. There's so much.
This is the crazy shit that people be talking about. These are like the people who are in relationships and they don't talk to each other at home, but when one of them go to church, they be sitting there, hallelujah, praise the Lord Jesus, with everybody who is sitting next to them. This is crazy. This is bananas. How are you sitting there and people who do not live in your home, people who are not part of your family? It's because you want to be liked. It's because you want to be you want to be put in a spotlight for some reason. You need to have some type of attention, and you have to have chaos with that. And so what you do is you put your husband, and mind you, it's not even like you put their business out there, because it's not even like they did anything wrong. They're building you a house. 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 And you know what you're doing, stupid? Instead, you want to sit there, you want to complain, and pour K. Why? 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 I don't know. I don't know. But this chick complains. And it's crazy because you didn't do anything, and then you think that there's not going to be consequences and repercussions? Do you not understand that if you are not on a man's page, and definitely when it comes to building houses and doing stuff like this, and then you go and you diminish him and his father, his father's the one that told him how to build the house, you idiot. But okay, I digress.
My husband last night and told him that I was really pissed off. And so I get home today and this is what I come home to. A fully cleaned house. They have a little bit of stuff right here, but that's fine. That's it.
Oh, they didn't do that for you, stupid. They did it for themselves. Realizing they can't count on you. So guess what? We might as well just get our stuff, put our stuff where it's supposed to be, because guess what? We do that, we'll be good. That's all it was, boo. It had nothing to do with you. Nothing to do with you. They were fed up with you. Your husband's done. Finito.
They organized all their tools and I didn't have to do a single thing.
Yep, because you're about to get out that house too.
Either they got the message that was super disrespectful, or they think I'm completely incompetent and they won't ever ask me to do anything again. Either way, win for me.
Or he's going to leave you and you're not going to live in that house at all. And he's going to enjoy that house with another female who appreciates everything and who would have picked up everything times 2 every night because somebody's building her a house. You ungrateful. You got a dumb smile.
Okay, so she got back on the internet to brag about getting her way. She didn't clean the house. That's because the other unhinged women on TikTok, they convinced her that it wasn't her problem. And that's exactly why she went there anyway. She didn't want to do it, but she wanted to get validation from a group of people telling her that she was doing the right thing by not doing it. She went on to complain to her husband and nagged him into getting her way, gloating in front of millions of people about how she won over her husband. But at what expense? Did she really win? She made her father-in-law look bad in front of the world. She made her husband look bad in front of the world. You had women calling them out, talking about misogyny and slavery. When by the...
How? Let's call it misandry. Okay? Let's call it that. Let's call it the fact that you hate, the fact that... That's crazy. How is it... Women throw that word out when they have nothing else to say. And they want to just have a word to throw out because they just need a word to just throw up in their wrongness. And so they use misogyny. And then you have a slave. So how do you get a slave? Slave. I think they're the slaves building you a house and you ain't doing shit. I think that they're the slaves and you the slave master if you sitting there talking about this is my house and you ain't doing nothing. They got to clean it up too, bitch. Boo. I think I said it before anyway, but I don't think it's going to be censored, so I don't think I'm fine.
way, anything that a man tells a woman to do, she's under the impression that that's misogynistic. I mean, anything. And with this woman right here, behind that little sweet voice is an evil woman. Very, very dangerous and a huge liability. Just look at the satisfaction that she had when she thought that she won an argument. Women like her, they can't be trusted. She will do and say anything just to win.
And there are plenty like her.
This is the update. It's not.
So let's look at the update. Update, her face is different. Her countenance is different. Her attitude is different. Right now, she's more humble than those last two videos. Hey, let me give you an update. And she got to give people an update. You know why? because you're the one that put the date up in the first place. You're the one that put it out there. Now you gotta let people know that your shit backfired and that you done. You wanted the publicity, you wanted all this, you wanted the clout. Now you got it. Now you got 7-10 million views. You on Worldstar now, and unless a guy's dumb to not watch this video or not see you or not look you up to be with you, this is retarded.
A good one. It's not a fun one. It actually really sucks.
Oh, it does?
But I'm going to keep it short and sweet.
Oh, you want to keep this
We
one short?
had,
Wait, you want to keep this one short and sweet, but you want to walk around the house showing what they didn't do and then showing what they did do, but you want to keep this one short and sweet. Nah, we should prolong this one. We should put this in slow motion. I should though, shouldn't I? Let me put it in slow motion. Let me see slow motion for a second. Let's see how this goes. Talk to me, boo.
a long conversation a couple
You
of days
did?
ago. My
Uh-huh.
husband and I,
Uh-huh.
and we've come to the conclusion
The conclusion.
that the best thing for both of us
No.
is for this to end.
Oh. No, that was the best thing for him to do. Not the best for both of you because you embarrassed him. It wasn't for both of you. It was for him and his peace and his sanity. That's what it was for. You entitled, ungrateful woman. Okay? It's crazy. Yes, you deserve to be single. You deserve. Let me use that. Yes, I'm saying it correctly. Deserve. Right. Because you had one. This guy was literally building you a home. I can't even build a home. I could put some stuff up. I could put some sheetrock up. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to learn about some stuff, But I can't build no home. This dude was building you a home with his daddy. His dad is the one who taught him. And you're going to disrespect his daddy and him and think that y'all still going to be in a relationship. And then after you post it up online, it could have been okay. You know what? I think that y'all would have still been in a relationship if you wouldn't have posted up and just been upset that night and wouldn't have said nothing. Right? Not said nothing. You wouldn't have posted it up. You would have said something. You wouldn't have posted it up, but you would have said something to him. And the next day would have been cleaned. And, you would have won. All right, cool. But he would have been upset for a couple of days. All right, cool. But when you blasted it online and had all these women look at him, that's where you fucked up. Womp womp. I don't even want to hear you in slow motion anymore. Just keep on going.
So we are getting a divorce.
Yep. I would
We've been
divorce you
separated
too.
for the past couple days, obviously. We just have
Yeah.
to put the legal actions into motion.
Uh-huh.
But yes.
Yes.
We are getting a divorce.
Yeah, I would divorce you too.
This woman is a complete moron. She told everybody she was looking for an apartment, and sometime after that, she ended up deleting her TikTok account. She had thousands of followers and millions of views. That video right there, almost 7 million views. In that last video there, she said they decided to get a divorce. I'm thinking it was her husband and his family that had enough of her, because this can't be the
Yeah.
only time that she's acted out like a drama
Nah,
queen. And
yeah,
honestly,
can't
she
be.
probably was never a wife to begin with, but her husband ignored the red flags and married her anyway. And about the whole construction thing, even if you have an outside construction company working on your home, they will tidy up and put things in order, but you will still have to go behind them sometimes and clean up your house, because nobody's gonna get your home right like you can. But in this case, it wasn't even an outside company. It was her father-in-law, and she said it was her husband as well. So we're talking about a family project. This woman is selfish, entitled, uncooperative, all of that. That's her. And even if she had a problem with them, why broadcast it to the world? Why wreck your home? But hey, I guess
That's because she's alone and her friends are lonely. And I don't even know why she's alone, because she's not alone because she has a husband. But I guess she just needs people to validate her stupidity. And so they went along with the program, and that's what happened. And so here you have entitled wife dumped after blasting husband and father-in-law online. I'm out. Again, share, comment, like, put your feedback, and I will reply back to it. All right, deuce.